We all know that ringing in 2021 is going to look a little tame tonight compared to celebrations of the past, but you don't have to make compromises for your New Year's Eve at home. Local 4 style editor John Jordan is here with ideas on how to make it stylish and special tonight. John, you look like you've already started the party.
Well, the party's always raging in my head, so we're just going to continue it, to the home for New Year's this year. I'm wearing pajamas, actually.
Those are some pretty snazzy pajamas, I must say.
Well, but you could buy an inexpensive pair of like silky, satiny pajamas, that are maybe like polyester. And really pajama dressing, pajama influenced fashion, we've seen in recent designer collections on both men and women. So think about pajamas as not only nighttime, but, incorporating it into your daytime wear too. You can always add, sequins are really big. We've talked about this in, previous segments, Tati, and, you can just add some sequins. Remember when we were talking about metallic and how that was a really big trend this season? And I'm going to just sort of revisit, this boring pair of shoes that I repurposed into this cool pair of shoes with just a little bit of metallic paint and some studs. And literally this paint, I got this at Michael's. It was about $4. And you just put it on a brush. Anybody can do this. I picked up this pair of boots at a thrift store, and look at it. It's not any more complicated than doing this. And you actually don't want it to be too solid. You want it to be kind of a burnished, kind of patina effect. $5, $10 for the boots. I mean, what's not to like about that?
No, I love it. I love it. And the cool thing is that's just something that you can do on New Year's Day after you finish making your vision board for the year. You know what I mean? I love it.
Exactly. There are all kinds of great bargains out there. I picked up this. I think New Year's Eve is a great time to, embrace the tradition of punch. This was at a thrift store. It's amazing. It was $25.
That looks like it's in perfect condition. So let's talk a little bit about that. So bring out the punch bowl, creating a special environment at home. What are some suggestions that you have for us?
Well, so behind me is my entryway. And I think you have some pictures of what it looked like beforehand.
Yeah.
It was just an inset, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I put art up and I put mirrors up. And what I ended up doing was being inspired by the building that I live in, which is a concrete 30-story high rise. And there's actually a big, massive metal sculpture out in the front of it that has a patina on it. So I painted the wall to mimic concrete. And then these are just cheap little curio frames that I bought, of course, secondhand, and I put copper paint on them, and then a faux patina, if you will, with some grays and some greens, and just by looking at what copper looks like after it has oxidized.
Now
I'm very proud of myself.
No, and you should be, because it looks great and it looks super expensive. But how much did you invest to make this look?
Okay, so between like the paint and the frames, I think like the total investment might have been $60. And then I added these little votive candles that I purchased at Michael's, and all of these came in one set, and they were $19.
Great deals. Bust out the fancy pajamas and enjoy yourself. John, thank you so much for being with us, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.